Okay, so today we are once again in Pantai Hillpark area, and today we are reviewing Pantai Hillpark Phase 1. And this is a development I've always wanted to check out because a lot of people may assume that this is actually a defect of the property, right? But if you've ever been to any European countries like Spain or Italy, right, you will know that this is actually a design language on the facade that they actually use. And for me personally, there's someone that actually been to Barcelona, Spain before. This design language, beautiful. I love it. Okay, so as you come in the guardhouse over here, you can see that it's actually very well maintained. And then they actually even use Jaga app over here. So when you come in, you can do registration and whatnot quite conveniently. And you can see this is a 3-decade old. 3 decade means 30-year-old premium property. And you look at this driveway over here. Beautiful. Okay, it looks very clean, very neat, and very well maintained. We just walked down from the guardhouse area and now we're coming into the compound over here whereby swimming pools on the right hand side and tennis court on the left hand side. Coming here, you can see greeneries, beautiful. Landscaping very well done. Everything maintained to proper standard. The overall design language of this particular building over here across all the towers, you can see, beautiful. All the facade is actually this type of a gradient type of design, right? European style, Spain style or Italian style, I'm not too sure, but when I was there, it was also like that. And I personally enjoy this design language because it gives you a different type of vibe, It's like more of a villa view, right? And if they actually went ahead with a new coat of paint, right, this whole place would just look stunningly beautiful. So I think the management over here can take note of this. Just do a little bit of maintenance over here on the paint job, then your property will be June. Oh, you are here. I'm actually at the pool right now enjoying this beautiful, very serene view. As you can see, all the chairs over here has also just gotten a really new paint of coat, right? So it doesn't karat and whatnot. Now, laying down here obviously is going to be very hot, right? Malaysia's weather. But look at this swimming pool. I cannot imagine that this is a 30-year-old pool because it looks so well maintained. The waters are just so clean, pristine clean. It's even cleaner than some of the condos that we have been to that just VP'd not long ago. Like the one in Bangsar Maju, my god, the water is green color. And that's not even a saltwater pool, right? This one over here, really well maintained. You can see over there as well. I like this concept. I really like the fact that all these like villa sort of property, right? Because when you went to Somerset Close in Cheras, this is how it also kind of simulates all the properties surrounding the swimming pool over here. Then you can come up very easily like a villa punya vibe . Okay, so now we are at the tennis court. And many of you viewers out there are very tennis pickleball enthusiasts, right? And I gotta say, only older condos would have this type of facilities. And you can see over here, this particular one is actually pretty well maintained. You can see the nets has also been recently changed, but the floors can be a little bit better . But in all honesty, if you're here to play pickleball or you're here to play tennis, right, the court of the flooring is very important to a certain extent only. More importantly is that you have a place for the play first . Okay, so coming over here, you can see pickleball court, tennis court, pretty sizable, pretty nice. And this is actually the back garden. Okay, now this development, right, actually consists of 5 different phases. Right now we are at the phase 1, there's phase 2, phase 3, Andalusia and phase 5 in this development. And also, that's the condo that we reviewed the other day, Central Hillpark. So send my regards to Michelle over here. And let's go check the back garden over here because it's really well maintained. And guys, I need to emphasize again that this is a 30-year-old condo. 30-year-old, 3-decade-year-old condo, right? And if you look at the overall design language, right, put that in mind, okay? And check at the maintenance of this particular property because when I'm here right now, during my first walk around, it really looks really, really good. This development, bear in mind, right, this is actually a strata punya development, right? So it's odd to see that they were able to actually put a stairway over here to the back garden, making it like their own balcony or landed punya property . Now personally, I don't know if this is approved or not, but I find this actually quite interesting and damn nice . Imagine if I stay here on the ground floor, I can have actually a back way to actually the back garden over here. And over here, just look at the size of these trees. This one, confirm easily 50 years old plus already one. These are massive trees, and bear in mind, we are also in the hustle and bustle of Pantai Dalam or Pantai Hillpark area. This place, traffic is crazy during peak hours. And here, as I mentioned like last time, damn a lot of mud and pit. But being here right now, you don't actually hear much noise. It's a rather serene place. That is a very interesting concept. Oh wow guys, we are in it for a surprise today. Look at this. This is like a park within the compound itself, and this is insane. Like for me, if somebody that actually has a dog or like pets, right, this is a very good place for them to actually just kind of like free roam here. And this is also a pet friendly condo according to the owner . So don't worry about having pets over here. And I was also told that one of the landed corner units is actually up for sale for about 600 plus ish thousand, which now I'm actually
very intrigued to consider. Maybe this could be a next office destination for us, right? But coming over here real quick, look at this over here. Ample amount of space. And I love the fact that these flowers that has just blossomed not long ago just drops on the floor, just kind of gives it a different type of feel, you know. I think every different month, right, you will get a different type of vibe over here as well. So this is beautiful. Some of these owners that stays in this landed concept ground floor units, right, they actually went ahead to make it even more unique or more to their own liking and design language, right? And you can see that's what they actually built. I was told that they were little trees, not too far from this curry leaf before, but now they have already grown all the way up over here. So I think this maybe takes you about 20-30 years to get to this level. And I believe this particular owner, right, has put his blood, sweat, tears, his full love to this particular property. And I can see that they even went ahead to put some gravel stones over here, kind of changing the landscaping over here to a bit more something to his own preference. I gotta say, whoever stays here, if you guys are open, then maybe we'll kind of review your place as well. Okay, so when I was in the US, right, there's actually this place called Christmas Lane. And I was told that this place also has a similar video concept because the neighbors from up there, the neighbors from here, would actually hang this style of railing lights, or this I don't know what the lights are called, right, but they will hang it on this little Christmas tree over here. So at night, right, during Christmas or festive seasons, this place is going to look very beautiful. I can see how that this place community-wise, right, must be very well strong bonded because of all the people that are staying here is rather on the older side. And I was told by the owners, you don't really get to hear a lot of kids screaming, shouting, or actually crying over here because majority of these people that are stay here for like past 20-30 years already. Very old, very developed, very mature in your area. Hence, that's why you can see the maintenance over here really well done. I got to iterate again. 30 years, guys. 30 years. Limon takut step on tahi. But there's a very strict policy over here whereby the owners will go and pick up the shit once it's already being pooped. So this place, don't worry about stepping on shit. Okay, now, more importantly, this place over here is actually apparently up for sale for about 600,000. And I just got to say, right, this is a big space over here whereby if you want to do sunbathing, right, oh, look at this, guys. This is a big compound over here that faces the sunlight. Okay, now this is afternoon when your sun. It's going to get a little bit hot, but if you want to dry your clothes or you want to have an ample amount of space, I think this is a property that's very considerable. Location wise, you can do a stairway over here like all the other people that have done over there, and this is big space. So I think this one can consider I don't have the budget already because max already, right, but you all maybe can consider So over here, there's a little futsal court that actually the players will actually play until like maybe potentially 1 AM, 2 AM, you know. So if you stay in this particular unit, right, definitely there's going to be some sort of noise coming from this futsal court over here. But I mean, if you're somebody that actually enjoys these activities, maybe you could even consider staying here, then you can play with them over there. So that's the only downside I would hear from now. Okay, now as you can see, right, these are the fencing that was initially put on 30 years ago, right. They are rather short, so anybody can actually just very easily access this particular place. And the easy solution is to put this type of metal railing with this gigi. So essentially, this is like a bit of like a prison view. But because of all these cripples, grasses all around, right, they actually kind of like make it look nice. I want to show you that one over there because that one really insinuates the cripples coming up already with the flowers blossoming. So it's actually a very nicely done concept as well. Okay, so thankful to the owner, Sean, right. His StayWokeproperty property already come with ambient light as you walk in over here. Very nicely designed. Okay, now the living room, as you can see, the owner went with the SPC flooring tile design. And I love the fact that this is an audiophile. You can even see all these cassette players over here, and even they have this, I don't know what they call this, right? This is like a disc player that's from the olden days. Don't get to see this very much often, but this is very interesting. Now you can tell this guy over here is also a bit of an artsy fella, right? You can see that he actually has this balcony over here that faces the beautiful view over here. I would wish personally if that view over there was not blocked by that building over there. Just a stated view over here is more than enough. Absolutely beautiful. Then when you come to see his workspace, the workspace is also very neatly designed. Nothing too complex, very standard, very minimalistic, and also he's a bit of a reader, right? So you can see a lot of stuff over there. Now kitchen space, I think this is a part whereby they don't touch very much that often. As you can see, they still went back with the olden original design language of what it was back then, right? And they put more emphasis on the living room quarters. which now I feel you can really tell because it's very welcoming, very warm in your feeling, especially with the playing of the lighting, positioning, and also how they actually use this common area with the balcony always open, getting a very good natural air ventilation. So personally, I find this design language very, very nice. So now we are at the gym room, and obviously 30-year-old condo, you're not going to expect like a lot of fancy gym equipments. As you can see over here, equipments are okay lah, subpar equipments. This is not really for the gym junkies, right? Because if you really want to get like an actual proper workout, right, then you might need to go for like a celebrity fitness or whatnot in the market lah. But this okay lah, if you are somebody more casual like me, right, just want to go for a little jog. Heavy weights also there, like enough for you to actually 25 kg. Wow, this tall punya hammer lah, I cannot lift this. But yeah, weights are also all the way up to 25 kilos, and they also included a new gym equipment over here lah. So the fact that they are actually doing this at a 30-year-old condo, right, the management is doing a pretty decent job, I would say. So we are closing in on Pantai Hillpark Phase 1 condo walk around. And this development over here, as I mentioned many times, is a 30-year-old development. And this was one of the very first residential development by YTL Group. And this development over here, Leasehold, I think right now is already about a balance of 70 or 60 plus odd years, right? That's the reason why you can see that the valuation of this property over here has dropped a significant bit as compared to the new condos around. I think this is 50 floors if I'm not mistaken, and the one on the left is actually Goodwood. Both developments also by the same developer, UOA Group. And now this is really focused, this one over here is really focused on the investment market, because this one is a very small form factor in terms of floor plan. This one is the bigger layout, the nicer one. But now if you ask me personally, I'm not really a huge fan of like new condos one. I would prefer older condos like this, right, where number one, the community is already more established, and number two, just look at the amount of space that you get over here. It's insane. New condos will never do this anymore. So if you ask me, in these 3 condos surrounding, right, I would pick this one over here any day of time. But I'm not you. You guys make your own decision. So decide on your own. Bye-bye.